everyone, this is Brandon here with ROA Off-Road. I'm here with Nate, one of our roamers.
I go by Nate. I'm currently in San Diego for a little bit longer, active duty military still. Originally from Texas, East Texas and Tyler. And yeah, got a F350 here, Tremor, that we've spent the last 3 years getting ready, so.
Yeah, so you were at the Roma Rally last year and we actually went off-roading to a waterfall.
Yes.
And you took this truck with you, but it looked different. It looks like it's sitting higher off the ground and maybe a few other things.
Yeah, 100%.
You want to tell us about the upgrades you've done since Roma Rally?
Yeah, so the wrap's still the same, the roof rack is still the same, and the rooftop tent. But we got the Carly E-Venture system on now, and then we put it on 40s. The wheels are 17 inches instead of 18 inches now, and 40-inch Patagonias now.
You got that Carly suspension. Have you been able to test it out yet? And
yes. It's pretty awesome. We were down at the Anza-Borrego mud caves, and there was a really rough section, and I asked the wife if she wanted me to drive, and she said okay, and we were going 65, 70, just smooth as butter, where before we were getting rocked out. So it was just like the videos, the CJC's videos.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome. Yeah,
that's amazing. So tell us more about the roof rack. What kind of roof rack is it? What do you got up here? And then maybe tell us about the tent as well.
Okay, yep. I got an UpTop Overland roof rack, and I got 2 vault cases up there. We just using to hold various tools and stuff right now, and an extra 2-man tent in case we need to do anything else really, if you were. And then in between that is actually where we moved our recovery boards. I also do have a rigid light bar up there for lighting. We're mounting our Starlink up there as well. Okay. So for a permanent in-motion mount.
That's in the plan.
So that's in the plans, yes.
And then back here, I noticed you have a topper and all that. What do you got in the back? Because I know from Roma Rally, you showed us some stuff in the back. But
that's just the iKamper 2.0. When we're off-roading and whatnot, that's where we stick our son. So that's his bedroom. So, and he absolutely loves it.
He likes it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is a RSI Smart Cap here. We absolutely love it. Stainless steel. Well built, and then in the sides we have optioned out one of the side panels on this side, so keep in recovery gear that we had to use last time for that Titan. Remember when we pulled it?
Yeah.
Yes. A heads trimmer, actually. We found it more useful than a chainsaw, but we have a chainsaw too.
So I'm assuming you got on some trails where you needed to clear some stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we have, and that's what we use that for. And then just the axe and a Halligan tool for emergencies and some fuel additive. That's what's in here. Besides the Silky, if you guys don't have one of these, you should get one.
Yeah.
Silky big boy. They're out of Japan. These things, they're not super duper expensive, and they just cut. They just cut absolutely everything. I would 100% option one of these. My son loves it. He's 11 years old and he just cuts through everything that he needs to.
So what are you using that for mostly?
Brush, getting some kindling for firewood type stuff. And if we do need to quickly move anything out of the way that we don't have to pop the chainsaw out, we don't. Yeah, we don't.
So you send the son out to get firewood?
Oh yeah, 100%. He loves it. He absolutely loves it.
And then I know you have some swing out racks on the back, right?
Yeah, this is an AFN bumper. The main company's out of Portugal, actually.
Oh.
So fancy enough. But they have a headquarters down in Southern California. So they swing out. We just got some water purification here, and swing out and lock, swing out and lock.
And then you got a spare 40-inch tire.
Yes.
Huge.
It wouldn't fit up underneath anymore. So we had to come up with different, and that's why we went with the swing out carrier. And it's not too difficult. My wife and my son can both pop it open and keep it open, and it works well. So, and then we have Utah's own Rhino hitch.
Yeah.
Those guys are awesome. They have worked with us because their stock hitch does not hold the DO45.
That's right. Was it made originally just for a ball hitch?
It is made originally just for a ball hitch. I called them up, and when we picked up in South Carolina, and they were on it to shave off the front piece here.
Okay, yeah.
And make it, and they had to increase the size of the hole just so the DO45 could sit in there. So
that's worked well for you?
Yeah, it's worked super well. And no bucking, like little to none, unless it's just the road, and it's going to happen.
That's great.
The suspension on both the vehicles.
The Roma one pulls great.
Yeah, so. It does pull great.
Okay, and then wait, so did you add this backup camera?
Yes. Yeah, this BrandMotion backup camera, it actually goes to since I can't see anything out the back of this thing at all, it actually does go to the rear view mirror as well. And then also through the 7-pin, I switched out the Furrion and put one on the back of the Roamer as well.
Same brand.
Same brand.
Okay.
And all I do is push a little button and it switches to the back view. So it's
that's great.
It's just way nicer to have the dash a little more clear.
Yeah.
So
and then
sure.
What's behind here? Cool.
Behind here is the garage. Yeah, is the garage. You'll see it's
wow.
Not the cleanest, but not the dirtiest either.
Cool.
So we do have our extra fridge that runs full time. And
How big is this thing? Do you know?
96 liters.
I was gonna say it looks huge.
Yeah, it's a bigger one. It's a SnowMaster. We originally had a Dometic, not to talk bad about the Dometic, but we liked the sides of this one better. They're a little more sturdy. You know, the SnowMaster has that metal, and so we traded it in to get that. Set up for a freezer right now. It does either or, fridge or freezer.
Yep.
So, and we just have it set up for a freezer for extra meat since we're doing this little trip the next 3 weeks. Got extra fuel, fire suppression, another shovel. Stainless steel is awesome. We got the actual with magnets back there. If you can see back there, I don't know if you can, is the chainsaw.
Yeah.
It's sticking up with
up to back there.
It's sticking up with magnets back there. So there's my wife came up with this amazing idea. Those are brackets like you'd see in a garage, you know, and they slip those up there, but we just they didn't have any for a truck. So we just had them fashioned at a metal shop. And we have 10 of those 5-gallon totes back there with a pulley system. I just removed the C-clamp and I pull them out pretty easily at this point, actually. And then they're also QR coded. So
wow.
we know what's in them. So we have some more QR coding to do, you know, like for this and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. If you scan that QR code, it pretty much pulls up a list of everything in the box.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I've seen people do that for their houses and
right.
and the garages and all that.
A buddy of mine who's like an IT super guy, he was like, you should do that. I'm like, okay. And we did it. And I think it was $9 for the stickers and the app is free.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I hooked it up. And then magnets, it's stainless steel. So magnets, this is magnets, that's magnets. The fridge remote sticks up there with magnets. We like the magnets in this thing.
Yeah, that's the fridge remote. What's like that switch?
Oh yeah, so I had power ran back here from the passenger side battery to power different things. We do some DC to DC for the fridge while we're driving. And then I have power back here for there's a little bit of lighting back here. You won't even see it. It's for super dark situations. And actually that's where I get the power for the air compressor that's back there. The ARB and a tank back there in the back as well. And then the whole thing is on a slide.
Yep.
So it comes out. And we have over here, we got the Titan solar generator with 3 batteries, and that's what powers this guy all the time. And actually, that's what we're going to hook the Starlink up to as well.
Okay.
And then solar, it's connected to solar, which is on top of the iKamper, and I'm adding to that too when we get done with this trip.
How many watts of solar's on there right now?
200 right now.
Okay.
They're going to put 400 total.
Sweet.
So got this is just for like workout stuff. Mostly in extra storage, big Pelican case in the back, tools, obviously, and then extra miscellaneous tools, medical bag, you know, wipes, tough wipes, the Ignic fire pit we use all the time, and this is a propane tank for it. This is all our hazmat and this red top thing, and yeah, so it's all in there like exact.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a 1000 CL, so that's how they named them. Yeah, I think they have a 1500 and a 2000 as well. We were looking at the 2000, but my wife talked me out of it. So,
but it's been sufficient.
Oh, it has been utterly sufficient. I mean, we can stand on here.
Yeah,
I've stood on it. My son stood on it. He's the one that gets to go in the back now. With all the extra stuff, he just slides in if something falls off, which it does. It doesn't all the time. That's where he goes.
So you're pretty much ready for anything you encounter.
We'd like to think so. We'd like to think so. We have the whole, you know, DeWalt set of tools, you know, and then the batteries, the ecosystem is what I think they like to call it. You know, we got the angle grinder and the sawzall as well, and you know the circular saw, all the chainsaw, trimmer, impact, you know, all the drills, and so yeah. It's come in handy. Fortunately, we haven't had to use any of it for ourselves. It's all been for other people. So.
Helping other people out.
Yeah, helping other people out. You got so many zip ties in here, it's not even funny. That's been the most help, is zip ties with people.
Was it your recovery strap that you helped Tony for the first time?
Yes.
Last
Yeah, yep, we helped.
Have you used it since?
Nope. not once.
At least it was used once.
Yes. So we
have
haven't
evidence.
we haven't had that used once, and we've used our recovery boards for leveling. That's been it for the recovery boards. So we just haven't gotten stuck. So
I guess that's a good thing.
yeah,
But
that is an awesome thing. I thought we were going to get stuck once. We were going into Blair Valley in Anza-Borrego, and there was 3 paths, and the one path was a little muddy, and I looked at the boss real quick with a towel and said, you know, we go through this muddy part. She's like, yeah, let's go. And we went in, and then we were sitting at almost 20 degrees.
Oh, wow.
Tilt, but just the truck, the rumble was behind us. It was still level. And so we just stopped and was like, oh my goodness, we're stuck in. I put it in 4 low and backed right out, no problem. So
awesome.
That was nice. Yeah, that was.
You got power on the.
Yeah, it had the power. I was super worried though, because we were just going, and then we just went down. And I had the little off-road thing on, and it said, I think 18 degrees. So
what are your favorite spots you've camped in?
That's the one in San Diego, the Anza-Borrego in Blair Valley. It's nice and open. It's not too crowded. There's beautiful sunrises and sunsets out there, and it's fairly easy to get to. So I'm positive that's going to change in the next 3 weeks as we go out and do some more things down in the Arches, Canyonlands, Zion, Bryce, and then Joshua Tree is the next 3 weeks. So I'm certain things will change on our favorites from that, but just for while I'm still active duty, it's been Blair Valley. So they're in Anza-Borrego. So super easy Google search.
And you're doing that next trip right after this is when you're leaving?
Yeah, when you guys get done talking to me, we'll hook up the rig and get going.
And are you going with some other roamers?
Or? Yeah. We got
Harold.
Harold going up over there. And then our friends Don and Tal as well, in their Black Series are going with us. So
Sweet.
We're doing a little caravan and hanging out for 3 weeks. So
then I guess my last question for you is, what's your favorite part about having an off-grid camper that's capable, having a vehicle that's capable? What part of the lifestyle do you like the most?
It's going to be getting out and having something for the whole family. My wife actually is really super, gung-ho about all of this, but she wants a bathroom and a shower.
Yeah.
So she's like, I want a bathroom and a shower. So we probably could have gotten something a little smaller, but since we are actually full-time, we had to get something at least this size, to live in. It's the ability to make sure that the whole family is taken care of and go to places where other people cannot. Actually see the surprise on their faces when we were pulled into somewhere in northern Anza-Borrego, and somebody said, how did you get here? I was like, well,
check it out.
We got the stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, and then we've been asked, we were parked in Agua Caliente Hot Springs. It's an RV park. They were like, why are you here?
Yeah.
Because they saw what we have, and we're just here for a day, just refreshing and, getting some water and stuff like that. But they were like, why are you here? I'm like, well, we're just here for a day.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my favorite part. Getting out.
That's something I'm thinking a lot about, is the flexibility that the campers give you.
Yes.
You could stay in an RV park and top off your water, charge your batteries up, but you're not limited to a campground.
Right.
In fact, you probably don't want to be at a campground most of the time.
No, we don't. And we've even figured out a way to fill our water up without taking the rig back. So,
do you want to tell me a tiny bit about that?
Yeah. We have a 60-gallon water bladder, folds out to 60 gallons, like full whoosh, when you fill it up. This is it right here. And I will put a flow meter on it, and then a little switch at both ends. And just fill it up, shut off the switches, go in and pump it all out and into the rig. So 60 gallons.
Wow.
This right here. And then you can see that it folds up like super duper small. So, and I've dropped that thing off the tailgate 3 times now, and it's nothing wrong with it at all. And then we just use our Clear Source Nomad. It's a water filter with a pump in it, and we just use that to pump in, so we don't even have to move the rig.
That's awesome.
At all. So
That keeps you off-grid longer.
yes. And then the gray water, we just use environmentally friendly soaps, and we only have gray water, so we don't have black water, as you know. So
that's great. Awesome. Well, thanks, Nate, for talking to us.
My pleasure.
It was awesome to see your truck and hear about your adventures, and hopefully your next trip goes smooth.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Thanks for watching, and hopefully Nate inspired you a little bit to get outdoors and camp a little bit more.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Yep. Pleasure, guys.